Yo, praise Jesus. You know it is. This girl, me, we here again. And what we gonna talk about today?
Adulting 101.
Adulting 101.
So we have 8 suggestions or 8 points. 8.
I just want to make sure I have a be right thing.
8 suggestions for new adults. So I would start
No problem.
with 1. So you're living on your own, you have no experience with it. There's a big man, a big woman. My first suggestion for anything that you don't know, anything that you have an issue with, my first suggestion would be to ask your parents. So number 1, ask your parents or your guardians or adults.
Just ask a question.
Just ask a question. Because it's new, you've never been here before, you now reach a stage in your life, but there are people who have, there are people who know how to do things, and it could be anything that you can't figure out. Something needs tiling, or you need to figure out where to get this, or where to get that, or where you should buy food.
Just ask a question.
Because it has people who
You is not by yourself.
Yes,
you
people
is
who've
not
done it before. You think you're big, but one of the biggest things you could do is ask somebody. So that's one thing that will make adulting a lot easier for you. Ask.
Take your time and humble yourself. Number 2, read the instructions. Like, yeah, for real, Jed, just read the instructions. It's strange to me how much people do this. You get something and just put it together. You just do this, you just do that. Something go wrong, you go to try and get it replaced, and they tell you they can't replace it. Nothing wrong with it. Just read the instructions. And to me, it has been very helpful.
You're new at stuff. You might have like appliances in your house that people give to you or whatever. But for us, like we had a wedding registry. People become adults to different situations, right? Like I lived on my own because my mother died, so I've been adulting like 3 years now. But you might buy something and you think you know it was always best to just read the instructions. A lot of people don't like to read manuals, but we found we had a lot of new things in our house that we needed to figure out, or we thought we knew how to use. Reading the instructions saved us from a lot of trouble. It just made a lot of things easier. Everything has manuals. Read the instructions, you'll save yourself, because sometimes how we think things work is not how it works, and we're doing stuff the wrong way. Like over the past couple of months we realized there are a lot of things that we thought we knew how it worked, but we're doing it the wrong way. Like an example is our bed. Like I shared this on Facebook this week. Like we bought a base in price mat, and every time I walk into the room I would wish that this base had legs, and this week somebody came to help us move the base into another room because they were ready to tile our bedroom, and he's like, where's the legs? I'm like, no, our base don't have legs, our base didn't come with legs. He's like, really? And dude pull out 4 legs from underneath the base. Like, probably if we read the paper that came with the base and then just straight away, our base wouldn't have been on the ground. It wouldn't be as dirty as it is now, which is irritating me. It would have been off the ground and would have been enjoying the legs, the wheels. So read instructions and stuff.
Read the instructions, just read them. Number 3,
one of the things that I think could get really difficult or overwhelming, I don't know for you, but for us, is like doing laundry and finding time to do laundry. And that's kind of like an adult thing, because living in your parents' house, like they wash your clothes. Well, most people, some people, situation is different. But this is if you're faced with that, you're living on your own, and then you have to think of all the things that needs to be done, the cooking, the groceries, whatever. One of the things that has helped us with laundry specifically is separating them. We got this laundry basket thing that has 3 parts.
Lights,
I think we bought
darks.
it in bag one thing. It has 3 parts: colored, lights, dark. So that say you have a little bit of time when you can't wash all, you pick up the lights bag and you put that in the wash, right? Because it's always a battle for time and to get things done in a timely manner. But having the laundry separated before, that has really helped. Because before, when I was living on my own, that's not how it was. And to me, laundry was more overwhelming. But having it separated before, you have a little time, you're squeezing the lights. You know, you have a next little time, you're squeezing the darks, so that, you know, clothes don't pile up.
That way
if
you
you
don't have
can
to
buy
go
that,
separating it. As you finish wear something, put it in this pile.
Yeah.
Put it in this pile.
And it's not always about, you know, buying everything that, you know, somebody tell you about. Just do it yourself. You could put masking tape on or you have 3 baskets, and you know which one is light, dark. A basket probably costs like $30 something, $40. Because I think we paid $100 or 200 and something for that particular light colored dark basket. Fancy thing. You don't even have to do it that way, but
all mutual funds are not the same.
yeah. So separate your laundry.
separate your laundry. Number 4, right? It have a lot of things that are expected of you. You have a lot of responsibilities. You are over the house, and you never know.
Go ahead.
You never know what could happen, and it could put you in unnecessary expense, all of that. So what I have done is kind of take in front. I bought a toolbox. It have nice toolboxes in Price Smart, so that way I can not have to call someone to come and assemble something. I don't have to call someone to go and take something out of somewhere, put something into somewhere. I have all the necessary tools. As the workmen are in our house now, it's my toolbox to use it. But yeah, you buy a toolbox. It's not anything hard. It's easy stuff to use. Just buy a toolbox. It makes everything easier. You don't have to pay someone to come to your house, to take time out of their schedule to do that. You just take some time and you do your thing. Price Matter toolbox.
We advertising for Price Mart, for Bagwanting, for all these places, but Udo's tip is buy a toolbox, which I think is a good tip. He's very crazy about this toolbox, right? And he fixing everything. But the flip side is learn things, learn new things, learn things that would help you to help yourself. There are things that you would obviously need to call somebody to fix,
of course,
and you have to know the difference between those two. But you're on your own. Don't let it intimidate you. You buy a toolbox, learn to use things like that, learn to use screwdriver, learn to, deal with the little things that should be easy, right? Learn to deal with the things that, is not rocket science. You could always Google which pliers for which, or which head for which. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about, right, Udo? That's why it's Udo's point. No. But don't be intimidated by any little thing that you have to do.
Before I got married, there was something that was needed for my car. Someone came to my house, and by the way, they were helping me, and they asked me, "You have a 10-inch spanner?" And I was like,
where's that 10-inch spanner?
Where's that?
Where's that
10-inch spanner? Now I do have a 10-inch spanner.
And you know it's a 10, so educate yourself.
So don't feel bad because you don't know.
Don't know things,
right?
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It will be your fault if you keep yourself in ignorance. So yeah, man, buy a toolbox. Buy a mental toolbox to learn things. So number 5.
Number 5 has to do with money and budgeting. Budget. Right? My mother used to say, when I start to work, your money gets sense. Before you had money, you're spending my money anyhow. It's true, like when we start to make our own money, it is get sense. But still, on the flip side, I think a lot of young people feel like they have wiggle room, so they waste a lot of money until they're ready to be serious and ready to settle down or whatever. You're making your own money. Don't wait to be wise about it. Educate yourself. You should be looking at the future. Forget the wiggle room. You might, spend and buy something you like, but it shouldn't be the habit. Have a budget. Try to stick to it as much as possible. In that budget, you must save something. It doesn't matter. You must save something. For us, we had a goal in terms of saving, so we want to reach this much. And then when we, little by little, we reached that much, we decided that would be the lowest that we would ever have. We won't take anything out of our account below that. So then we started to build on what we set as our threshold. So save. Educate yourself about insurance. Prepare for when you retire, like get an annuity, things like that. Like Google. You could figure out anything on Google, but make wise decisions about money. Don't wait to wise up about your money, because like I wasted a lot of money before I was married. Like if I had that money now, it would have helped. You understand? Resist the urge to keep up with other people. It don't make sense. Like they say, resist the urge to keep up with the Joneses. Like you don't have to have what everybody has.
Who's Jones?
Like who cares?
Who's
Like
Jones?
Don't waste your money just trying to do what everybody else is doing. Budget, stick to it, make wise financial decisions early. Right? That's very important as an adult. Things like getting a bill on your name, because I know when people want to take loans or whatever, like we haven't thought about that yet, but when you want to take loans, you have to have good credit. You need a TransUnion report. If your name not on a bill or you're not paying for something, you wouldn't really have a credit score. Like those kind of things would help you. I know credit score is a big thing in the US, but like here, put your name on a bill. Like a lot of times people, the bill on the parents' name, or this, even if you're living in your mother's house, like ask them to put your name on something, so you start like building that record. Make sure you're paying it on time. Make wise financial decisions from now. Don't waste your money.
That's something to keep in mind. You can't just blow. You have to have a plan, budget, count the cost as it regards your life. And now we are on number 6, right? As you notice from the last time we did a video in a different place. This is the Beleme headquarters. This is where it all started, right? This is my parents' house. We have stayed close. We are here every weekend. Saturday night we'll come, Sunday go to church, come home, everybody pray together, we go back up the road to South. On a general, like, that could help so much, and it goes beyond being able to ask a question. Of course, especially for married folks out there, when you leave, you're going to cleave, you're going to be one flesh, and your family, you don't want things to encroach there, and sometimes that may be a different issue. But just in general, in this Western society that we have, they have a tendency to just go away from your parents. Like, it's something that we need to break out of. Families need to stay together, of course, not for the sake of encroaching, for the sake of staying close. Everyone is able to help everyone. You understand? We are able to eat here, sometimes wash here, do different things here. It keeps us connected also to the needs of our brothers that are here. Stay close to family.
Stay close to your family. That would help you as a new adult. Stay close to your family. Like, create habits that would bring you close to your family. I mean, people's family situation is different, but whoever is there for you, your guardians, your cousins, whatever, stay close to them. That would help you to be a better adult. Like, sometimes we think, as Udo says, you're just an adult and you run away from everybody. You want to do it on your own, but it ties in with the first point. Ask a question, ask your parents, ask your guardians. Create habits that would bring you back to your family. So for us, it's every Sunday, and it's not a tradition that we started. It's actually something that Auntie Gail and Roll, Udo's sister, and her husband started.
Big up to Auntie Gail, big up to Roll.
They're here every Sunday, like, and it just helps you, like, it helps you during the week, you know, after connecting with everybody and then going back and trying to figure things out. Like, it helps you stay close to your family. You'll also save money because there's no Sunday lunch cooking. You know, Sunday lunch could take up like your whole budget, right?
Takes a lot of time, a lot of money.
Anywhere you can eat a free meal as an adult, take it. You're gonna save some money. So visit your parents and your family's house often.
Yes.
That's an important part of adulting.
The counsel is good as well. If it is again that godly counsel, as I say, we don't know how everybody's family situation is. If it is again that godly counsel, it's always a good place to stay. Big up to Bishop Senior and Pastor AJ.
Number 7, be gracious with yourself. You don't know anything, like, and you've never been here before, and even after you ask questions and you read manuals and you Google stuff and you're pulling things down, you have your laundry in order, your groceries in order, your time management in order, like, you're still gonna make mistakes because you've never done this before. And I don't know, a lot of people just pretend to have it together, like, even adults, but like, being an adult now, like, sometimes you don't have it all together. Like, sometimes your house in a mess and you can't find the time. Like, just be gracious with yourself. And if you're an adult, like, in a married situation and a new marriage, be gracious with your partner as well. Like, you won't get it right first time, second time, third times. Like, it's a rhythm that you just have to figure out, and then sometimes you find like you're out of time in and the rhythm going and you being left behind. But be gracious with yourself. Something Udo always says, and he has been saying for the past month, don't worry about it, you'll get better. Because I'll be fussing, I'll be, oh gosh, and I didn't wash the dishes, oh gosh, and I had to run to work, oh gosh, and I didn't do this, and the clothes piling up, and it frustrated me because I just feel all these expectations, like I'm supposed to have it together, and I'm just heavy and weighed down by all these expectations of myself. But take it easy, like, be gracious with yourself. You're gonna make mistakes, you're not gonna get everything right, you're not gonna figure out, you're not gonna perfect this adulting thing. Like, adults try to make you feel like, but now we know.
Well, they don't have it together.
We don't have it together. So be gracious with yourself.
Yes.
Take your time.
Take your time and humble yourself. Of course. 8. Anyway, pray. Most important. Pray. Pray. Very, 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 very important. The effectual, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. One version does say makes much power available. Dynamic
in its working.
Now let me do it properly.
That's Pastor
dynamic
Jared's,
in his working.
that's PJ's favorite translation.
Dynamic in the PJ. Prayer is very, very important. Bible also says pray without ceasing. We just pray for everything. Pray when you wake up, pray when you're driving, pray when you're eating.
Can't figure it out, like,
just
why does stove give in trouble? Like, why does fridge give in trouble?
Just pray. Just God know everything. God could handle everything. God could do everything. God. Pray to Jesus. 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 You see, praise Jesus is made up of pray to Jesus. So pray to Jesus.
Everything is sort of connected. You feel like you have to have it all together. Like you are in control of your life now. You feel that responsibility. Like you know something happen, you're gonna be held responsible. It's just you. Like you can't run to mommy and daddy per se. Although we're saying that maybe you should. You understand? Because it's fine. But like you feel the responsibility of everything and your whole life, but you can't let that fool you and trick you into doing things on your own. Like you have to pray and ask God for help. Like we pray help all the time because we're just so clueless. And it helps. Like for simple things, like last week we probably lost 3 things. I lost my wedding ring, I lost my wallet.
God helped us find it. We spoke to him.
I lost my wallet. Like I feel like a real child. Like I feel irresponsible though. Like I'm not an adult. How can I lose my wallet? Although it's actually Udo that lost my wallet. And we prayed about it. I first on quarrel. Like, gosh, I'm so irresponsible. I'm supposed to be an adult. How could I lose my wallet? How can I tell? Don't try that numb thing. And the lady found it and took it to where I used to live. Pray. I lost my wedding ring. At first I quarreled. I prayed. I found it. Pray. Pray about everything. Right? Don't lean on your own understanding because you think you're big. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your path.
Plagiarize directly from Proverbs 3. And that is it.
Yeah.
That is
it's
it.
8 points.
And if all you have all your own 8 or 16.
Or things that just make your life run smoother as an adult, as a new adult.
Comment section. Yeah. Come in the section. Jam in the section. Right there. Talk to we. Praise Jesus.
Thank you. And thanks for all the support and people liking our videos and it blessing you. Like that's the whole point.
Big up to Austria. People just watch the whole video in Austria. Everybody just watch the whole video. Big up to Austria.